Hi everyone, this is Samurai12 here, coming at you with a new video, and today we will be discussing about the new update 4.5 and what are some of the new updates that some of you have been asking in this case. Now, the most interesting part about this is that the texture is a little bit more better, so to speak. And if we were to look into the settings area, as we can see here, if we go to the graphics quality area or the graphics quality tab, basically you get to now adjust the frame rate, which originally there was only 30 and 60, but now there is no limit, which is quite interesting. And of course, the battle color theme, you can change it from the modern, which is currently light blue, to the classic light green, which the classic one in particular, it feels a lot more brighter than the original classic, so to speak. The original classic was a little bit more dimmer because after I revealed my first video that I uploaded, or even the first gameplay, that's where I kind of compare and contrasted the color texture in particular, and I saw that the classic is right now slightly brighter than it was than the original classic color, so to speak. But it's still pretty nice to see that you have the original, that you have a semi upgraded classic, and you get to compare that with the modern one in particular. And everything else is mostly the same, so to speak. And if we were to quickly exit this out, we can go over to the ship itself, or the tech tree, which the tech tree is quite interesting. Now, there are some things that I found that I didn't see in the beginning. Like, for example, over here, if we go to the French nation or French fleet section, if we click on the Henry the Fourth, you can correct me on there. But basically right here, there's a new unique equipment. Basically now Henry, the cruiser, has the main battery reload time negative or minus 8%, and surface detection plus 12%. So this gives it a little bit more of a boost, so to speak. And if we would go to the US tier line, mainly only the DD and the cruiser line has. Oh, and also the BB has the unique equipment, which in this case, the Montana has the torpedo damage reduction plus 8%, fire and flooding resistance plus 8%, risk of fire on deck minus 15%, and risk of superstructure fire minus 15%. So this is actually quite interesting now that they have upgraded or slightly boosted some of the ships in particular. And if we were to go to the Japanese side, basically only the Jiao and the Harugumo has been given the elite equipment. The British line, or the British tech tree, only the Minotaur was given the elite equipment. The German line in particular was given, the Hindenburg in particular was given the elite equipment. Soviet was given an elite equipment for the DD line. That's for the Khabarovsk. Please correct my pronunciation as well, as you can post it on the comment section below. And for the Pan-Asian line, we have no elite equipment. That's kind of interesting. The French, as we just mentioned before, the Henry, the cruiser, basically has the elite equipment. The Italians don't have it, which is kind of strange. And the Europe tree does not have it as well. Now, there are some interesting things that I personally didn't see in the beginning. Like, for example, if I were to click on, not class horn, but there was something intriguing. Like, for example, the ship specialty. I haven't really seen this additional repair kit in particular. Maybe I didn't pay attention too well or wasn't attentive to details, but this is something that I just noticed in particular for the Europe line. So this is kind of interesting in particular, and I think it only happens for certain ships. This one is for the Italian line or the Italian cruiser line. I see there's the SAP staff shells. That's quite intriguing. I think, if I'm not mistaken, when I was in the Asia server and I was testing out one of the Dukas, it didn't necessarily have the SAP shells, only the AP shells. And I'm probably getting that mixed up with the Duka right here. So maybe if I were to inspect this ship right now, or to go to the armory and then check on the details, yeah, definitely is probably in the Asia server. So, and let's go ahead and also explore some of the other servers in particular, see if there's also any bugs in particular, which is kind of interesting actually, now that I'm mentioning about the bugs. So when I recently went to the Asia server, it would go to the loading screen, and it would then, after waiting at least 1 or 2 minutes, it would then kick me out, and I end up being at the home screen of the Google Play or the Google app button, so to speak, where usually when you click on the Google app button or the Google Play button, it will show a variety of games, and that's where it kicked me out of, which was kind of strange. And in order to troubleshoot that problem, basically you will have to uninstall the game and then reinstall the game if you're in the Asia server in particular. Only for Asia server, for those who are experiencing this specific bug, and that's the first bug I've seen so far. And also, based on the announcements or the update, it was said that the friends list has been fixed, so to speak, and for meantime it is working quite well. I don't know in the future, or I will have to play a series of games in order to see if the bug has been 100% fixed. That would be the case. Now, if we were to go back to the settings and I were to log out, I'll go ahead and check out other servers in particular, just to make sure that other servers aren't having, or other servers aren't experiencing the same situation that I encountered with for the Asia server in particular. And it seems to be quite alright. And also, as I promised before, this is my ID, the 4CM3YGY. That is my player ID for the Asia server account, if you want to add me there. So definitely check that out. And it seems about the same, so to speak. And recently we have the Blitz Pass. I forgot to mention about this, and this is actually pretty cool. They have the current tier 4. Oh, it was tier 4 after all. So tier 4 Argus, the aircraft carrier. And what else do we have here? Let's see. If we continue to scroll down, we also have the tier 5 Hermes, the aircraft carrier. And last but not least, we should have a final carrier if we make it this far, which would be the Furious, which looks pretty nice, to be honest. I just wonder how it looks like with the skin. I think for some, they would disagree with what I just said so far, but this is your specific perspective. This is my perspective, and currently what I'm just saying, this is just my perspective. And everything seems to be alright so far, the texture-wise, and we will do a gameplay after exploring some of the other servers as well, just to make sure that everything is alright. And we'll go ahead and quickly log out again, and we'll go ahead and head over to Europe this time. And so for Europe server, I think there shouldn't be any issues at all for those that are playing in the EU. And as for me so far, everything is going smoothly. And for those that are interested in adding me in the EU server, this is my player ID, which is N52LA4. N52LA4Y. So it's N52LA4Y. This is my player ID, so you can always add me. I have plenty of friends list, or plenty of friends to add, because I think the max is 200. And once you, anything exceeding over 200 will be kept at this limit. Basically, you can't exceed over 200 friends, so to speak. But I mean, other than that, the ports wise, there isn't much of an additional port scenery, so to speak. I wish there was a little bit more. Maybe like add an additional like add additional like port section for maybe Tokyo or some sort, for the Japan nation, and for Germany, maybe maybe within the other ports that is available. Because right now I can't remember some of the German cities off the top of my head. Marseille, maybe I think Toulon, where Napoleon first won or fought against the British. Basically, he placed the artillery. He was able to place some artillery cannons nearby on the outskirts of the port itself, and if they forced the British to evacuate, which this was the first victory for the Republic of France. And I think that would be quite interesting if they had a port of Toulon in there in particular. And for the American side, I would want to see maybe an additional port for San Diego. That would look pretty nice in particular. Maybe during that time, most of the naval ships weren't docked in San Diego or so, but I think having a variety of other port sceneries would make it feel more vibrant, so to speak, or just more diverse. That's the best way to put it, so to speak. So yeah, so at the moment there's not really much of a difference for each server at the moment, except for a specific bug which occurs only on the Asia server so far. Now, if we go out or head out to the RU server, there shouldn't be any issues as well. So everything seems to be loading fine, and we're getting some pretty cool graphics. So they actually updated that picture as well for the loading, which is quite interesting. And over here, for those that are interested in adding me in the RU server, my player ID is UFM5H7A. So it's UFM5H7A. And other than that, I'm pretty impressed so far by how everything is going. After I reinstalled the app, everything seems to be quite fine. And let's see. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention about the missions. The missions in particular, if we were to deactivate this real quick and we were to click on win one battle, there is this refresh button near here, where if you click on the refresh button, you can watch an ad and you can actually redo that mission as well, or do the mission for the second time, so to speak, so you can double the bonus, which would be the 15k silver, 10 oil, and also 1 silver booster, which is plus 20%. Now comes the final review. If we were to, let's say, play a match, so we can go ahead and play one in the RU server, and we'll also play one in each server. Actually, we'll make it that a little bit more interesting. So for meantime, I have the Ishmael. I have no camo for it. The unique one costs 1500 gold, which I don't have. So for a moment, if we want to see their survivability and all the stats, I'll just go ahead and briefly scroll through so that you can get the gist of what we're dealing with at the moment. And yep, so other than that, let's proceed. And with the purchase of the silver, or using silver to purchase the skin, we'll get an additional 2% ship hit points and also minus 3% surface detection. So let's go ahead and head over to there and let us begin. So this is gonna be an interesting, more so in-depth gameplay, and we'll go ahead and also change the UI texture as well. So from the modern UI or modern interface, and then we're going to compare that to the classic interface, so to speak. The classic interface, as I said before, it feels a little bit more upgraded in comparison to the past. The past skin or past classic UI interface felt a little bit more dull, so to speak. So it was less bright, and with the new classic interface, is a lot more brighter, so to speak. Alright, so playing as the Ishmael, and currently we are playing in a 3 base or 3 cap map, A, B, and C. Currently we're going to focus on A in particular, and that's what I'm going to try to focus on so far. And let's see how well it'll go. I have a sense that the music is a bit too loud. Maybe this would help. Okay. So currently we have an AI Pensacola and also the AI Mitsuki, and oh, okay, we actually finally got a real life player for the BB side, and we're going to go ahead and take some shots at the Kernick so far, and also try to maintain a balance of defeating the AI and also defeating the never mind, AI the AI BB has already taken down the AI DD, and oh my goodness, wow, are you serious? The cliff just like blocked all my shots. Oh well. It's like we're shooting some bricks at the moment. But okay, I think the AI is gonna take care of that. Yep, okay, that's good. Now the AI Fuso is actually blocking my path, which is kind of annoying. And we'll go ahead and focus on the NATO, or the Koenig. The Koenig seems to be, I don't know what he's doing, so to speak. But he is definitely gonna not go far with it, because the further he runs, the more so likely I'm gonna waste more time. So, so that's kind of depending on whether or not he continues to go broadside. And I'm just gonna quickly do single fire to get most of the shots in. And okay, so maybe at least 2 more salvos I can finish him off in particular. So let's go ahead and do that. And it seems like my team is holding up fairly well, I suppose. I can't say for certain at the moment, but we'll just quickly do a little bit of repair. The Koenig or the Safar 699 is still heading in a strange diagonal direction, so I'm just going to quickly disperse fire in a variety of directions. I don't know if the Fuso is going to sink it though. Oh, he seems to be in a... Is he reversing? No, he's just continuing straight. Okay. Okay, now he's turning. Maybe I can get like at least a couple of shots on him. Yep, okay, that's good. Alright, sounds good. So right now we have both A, B capped. And now we just have to focus on C, so to speak. Alright, so... Oh, okay. It seems like the enemy team has already taken down one of our AI BBs. so far, and I just wonder who's our final contestants. We have the FCDP 1922 as the Piort Filiki. I don't know. We also have the Leander and we have the AI Congo. Please correct me on the pronunciations as I mentioned before, and I am doing my best to pronounce it properly. Okay, so it seems that they're already at B, so trying to do a hard turn to the left side, and we only have 2 minutes and 19 seconds left, so we can't let B get taken, because if I'm not mistaken, let's see, 3 points for every 5 seconds. So right now there is so there's right now 600 seconds. 60 times 5, 300 plus 60 times 5, 300. So we have 600 seconds so far. So it is possible that actually it won't be possible for them to win now that I'm thinking about it. So I mean, because now they only have one cruiser left, so I just wonder where he could be. Just most likely going to be in C at the moment. So, alright, so I'm not sure. Not sure what to do, to be honest. I'm just gonna rapid fire or just random fire it, because there's no point for me to even go all the way down to C, because apparently it must be an AFK by any chance, you know? It could be a AFK. No doubt about it. And oh, why is he off the map? That's strange. I've never seen the cruiser go off the map unless if he already taken too much damage from our current teammates, then that's possible. But I mean, unless if he's searching for gold, that would be kind of strange, to be honest. Because there were times where I did experience some players doing this or taking such actions, basically going to the end of the map, and which is quite frustrating at times. And but right now they only have he's the only one left basically. So what else can he do? I mean, all he can do is either run for his life or continue to fight until he gets sunk. But yeah, it solely depends on him. And we won. So that's the first victory in the RU server. Now we'll proceed on with the Asia server in particular. So we're kind of like doing cross servers, so to speak. And booyah. And just in case for those that are wondering like why there's like a red dot on the corner side of the crate, this is for you to select the rewards or collect the rewards in particular. And when you click on the promotion rewards, you can actually scale down or scroll down to see what other rewards you get if you achieve a certain league, so to speak. And league legend will be right here, and you get 3 copper, 200k silver, 3 days red alert, which gives you fire and flooding resistance plus 5%, XP bonus plus 50%, silver bonus plus 50%, and we have the 7 days skin, which is the Sea Storm, 20% XP bonus, 20% silver bonus, 5 commander XP booster 1 plus 50%, 10 XP super booster 2 ship XP plus 50%, free XP plus 250%, and also silver booster 3 silver plus 50%, and service cost minus 20%. Alright, so let's go ahead and head over to the Asia server as promised. And we're just gonna quickly load that up, and let's go ahead and go to Asia. So Russia at this moment, I don't know what time it is over there, but it must be quite early in the morning or maybe late at night. I can't say for certain. And once we have gone through this, so I think I will be playing as the Ashitaka. Alright. To be honest, in Tier 7, Asia server in particular, I just love playing Ashitaka, even though it's a premium ship. And for those that are wondering what are the stats for it, I'll just go ahead and scroll down for you. This is the survivability, maneuverability, guns, and anti-aircraft armament, and etc. Now, this is what it will look like if you didn't have any camo, though. Then you'll have minus 254 for your survivability and 163 for the gun. So that's why I'm using the unique historical camouflage in particular, which gives you plus 4% ship hit points. What? Nani? Let's see. Main battery firing range, maximum main battery shell dispersion, torpedo damage reduction, XP bonus, and silver bonus. So that's pretty cool. Now, let's go ahead and head over to random battles right now. And let's do a match over there. See how far we can go with this. And, ooh, okay. We got mostly AIs and 2 live players. And I don't know what time it is for Asia as well, so we're just gonna have to find out or figure it out. Next time when we are streaming, we will play more consecutive matches. Right now, we're just briefly testing out what it looks like for each server, or probably not probably, but definitely the UI interface, which I will test the classic on the NA and EU. Right now, this is the modern UI, as we can see so far. And generally speaking, it's best to play at least 50 plus matches on a specific server just to get a gist or get an idea of how the players play over there. That's just based on my experience, and I think 50 is consider a considerable amount of matches. If you only play 10 matches, you really can't get a feel of how they play, so to speak. So that's why I would recommend playing at least 50 matches and 100 matches at the best, just to get a better result. The Algeria. Ooh, okay. So definitely I would want to focus on the Algeria at the moment, but seems like our AIs are doing a lot better. So they'll go ahead and take all the kills, and I'll just focus on the Algeria. Alright, so we got some damages done so far, and currently burning, but usually I'll just wait for it to burn a little bit more so I can save the extinguisher, so to speak. And oh, did he stop? Or is there a lag? Let me just quickly do some test firing. Interesting. No, there is no lag, so he must have just stopped right there. Interesting. This is test fire on some of the ships right here. Oh, there is a lag. Okay. Interesting. I'm gonna expect maybe even more damage done. Wow. They did that much damage to me? Are you for real? That's crazy. Okay, we'll go ahead and make it up for it, because I was not anticipating a lag over here. Oh my goodness, this is the wrong direction. Okay, get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Oh my goodness. What? Nani? Okay, there we go. And we'll just go ahead and focus on the Algeria. Oh, the Issei. Okay. Definitely want to focus. Oh, I think... Okay. We might have a chance. We might have a chance. Oh my goodness, I'm taking damage. I'm hoping that our Akatsuki knows what he's doing, because he is pretty low on health and he's about to just get destroyed if I don't take care of the Algerie. So I'm hoping that I finish him off. Oh, the damage, and we will be able to sink him. We should be able to sink him. Yep, okay. That is set. Now we just focus on the Issei, which I'm hoping that we can take care of at the moment. And I'm taking huge damage. I wonder is the aircraft carrier an AI? Yes, it is. Okay, that gives us an opportunity to win, which we are technically already winning. So we'll be focusing on that Issei, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to repair just on time. Oof. Okay, so he already took out one of my guns already. I'll just quickly fix that, and hopefully we can get some rounds going, and come on, get some shots in right there. And I'm just gonna go ahead and try to align towards its broadside right here, so that I can reduce the amount of damage taken, so to speak. And the Issei's reload time is pretty slow. Oh, yeah, it's fairly slow, at least 20 seconds, I would say, so to speak. 20 seconds, or slightly less than that. I could be wrong, but I'll have to check back on the Issei once I go back to the home page. But otherwise, we're already doing quite a lot of damage on the Issei right at the spot. The Issei really does not have a chance, so to speak. Like 4 more seconds, and I'll just like take care of him. Maybe 4, maybe 3, maybe 2, maybe 1. Okay, I think that should end him. Yep, that should definitely end him. Yep, absolutely. That's pretty good. All right, we're doing quite well, so to speak. I wish I could do at least 100k damage or more. That would be even more better, so to speak. But at the moment, this is actually not too bad. So, well played. Now we will go ahead and check to see the reload time for this. The reload for the Issei is 19 seconds, so 1 second short at least. But other than that, it's not too bad. And I think I'm just gonna add this next time. Add the missions next time for me to go ahead. Oh, for those that are interested as to see like how to also let's say use the premium certificates. So if you go scrolling down to this warehouse look like right here in this section, and if you go to the premium time certificate, you can then enable like the 1 hour or 6 hours, 3 hours, whatever you have in particular. Now we'll go ahead and head over to the EU. We'll head over to EU, and then final stop will be our NA server, which is our home base, so to speak. And let's go ahead and test it out. And I'm just going to quickly change this interface right now. If we can go to graphics quality, and we're just going to change that to classic setting, and just to see how it looks like. And I think in this case, I haven't tried the Issei, so to speak, which is quite interesting. And I have no equipment, so we'll try to play this without any equipment, so to speak. And I just want to see how much, what's their damage and so forth. So right now we have our ship hit points is 47,790 in comparison to a, I can't compare that to that. Let's see. This is where we can then add to the list, and maybe add a Tirpitz, I would say, and then compare. And it seems like currently the survivability is a lot more higher with the Tirpitz, no doubt about it, given the armor. Maneuverability wise, seems that the Issei has the upper hand. And the guns in particular, the anti-aircraft, seems like the key has the upper advantage for that, which is pretty nice. And let's just go back to the key in particular. If I could just quickly find that right now. There you go, a key. Now the elite ship bonus, depending on the reload time as well. So reload time for this one is 22 seconds. And if we were to just quickly just give it a little bit of a calculation right now, so 22 times at least what, 3%? Minus 3%. That gives us only minus 0.003. So 22 minus 0.003, that gives us only 21.97 seconds reload time, and plus 7% on the traverse speed, which the traverse speed at the moment is, let's see, 10 degrees per second. So we are just adding an additional 7% just to get it a little bit more quicker. In particular, for me, I would just want to make the key a little bit more tankier or more sturdier. So I just go with the ship hit points plus 3%, small caliber damage, AA damage 5%, and torpedo damage reduction plus 5%. That's what I'm going to go for. And as for the camouflage, I have no camouflage in particular because the unique historical camouflage is 3500. And this one looks pretty nice. The koi, man, this is definitely the... Oh man, it looks really nice. Now, I don't really have the luxury of doing so, so I'm just going to quickly get the Seaborne Assault. For booster wise, I'm just going to quickly put in the Ultimate Silver Booster, which gives me plus 250% silver, minus 50% service cost, and also the EXP as well. And we'll just go ahead and click on the commander, and seems like I haven't used Taro. So for commander skills wise, I'm just gonna go with minus 3% or minus 3% for damage caused by an enemy torpedo. And otherwise, we'll just go ahead and head over to the game. So this is the tier 8 key in particular that we're playing now. And we'll do more gameplays, so to speak, for this ship. And I think this is going to be quite interesting given that I have no equipment whatsoever and I'm just solely basing it off of what I know so far or how to play a BB. You know, just to be self-aware of the surrounding, also make sure that the aim is properly at its target or the target location, and also see how well our teammates play. So definitely right now for meantime, I'm just gonna go ahead, and as you can see, the right now if we're talking about the UI texture at the moment, it is a little bit light, brighter green, so to speak. As you can see, the hit points, the 51,484, where the ship icon is located, it looks pretty slightly bright, so to speak, which is not too bad. And yeah, I think, to be honest, the blue light filter attachment really does give me a different result, and I'm just like testing it out without it, and to me it seems pretty alright. The format or the format of the letters or the font letter size is actually not too, is actually still quite visible, so it's not too bad. And I think at the moment we have a cruiser on the left side, Danny Boy, and he seems to be, he's not gonna go broadside, he's just gonna go diagonal, he's probably gonna zigzag it through. Just gonna give it some moments, and I'm just gonna go ahead and release fire on there. Oh, we got a Bismarck coming up, which is gonna be a little bit more tougher, so to speak, given that I have less armor for the key. But we'll just go ahead and focus on the Bismarck at the moment, because I think he is the, well, he's kind of running into our teammates, so it gives us a better chance of winning once we finish him off. All right, we got some hits down, and that's not too bad. The accuracy is actually all right. You know, if I were to it's I can't compare this to a New Mexico or anything else, unless if I played in Tier 6, then that would be a whole different story. But under that, the Bismarck right now, the Blackbeard, is currently retreating at the moment, so kind of reversing back. This is what you should do if you're in that situation as well, so that's actually not bad of a tactic, and while allowing the other BBs to take the damage for you. And you have the Z-23 coming along the side, which he is trying to flank the Bismarck as well, our current teammate Bismarck, and I don't think I will be able to hit him given that the way he's heading. Okay, we got some hits down, so that's not too bad. And I shouldn't be chasing after the Z-23, to be honest. So we should be heading back momentarily. And seems like the Z-23 is actually quite adamant, so we'll see what we can do right now. Okay, so he kind of twisted around. Oh, I forgot the torps. Oh, that's actually really nice. Actually, I didn't realize that there was a torp launcher the whole time. So we'll go ahead and quickly do a little bit of repairs real quick, and then try to quickly turn back our ship back to the base itself. And seems like the enemy has already sunk our cruiser, so we definitely need to at least sink a BB or a cruiser just to even it out. And let's see, the C-23 is really adamant. But what is our team doing? It's so spread out. I don't even know why our BB is actually all the way down to that island. Yeah, the enemy has a pretty good formation at the moment. Okay, so our BB is currently focusing on the cruiser, I see. But hard to say. Oh man, our Bismarck is actually taking too much damage. We gotta at least help him out a bit. So the Nagato still going straight. At 12 kilometers, I should have like spaced the shots apart a bit more. And I'm probably going to get... Nope, I'm not going to get torped. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so I think I'm just going to quickly focus on the Nagato. Try to end him as quick as possible. Or... I can't aim at the Bismarck. Let's see. Unless if I... Oh, he's going to get... No, he's not going to get finished off. I don't understand. Oh, finally. Okay. Okay, that's good. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and focus on the Nagato. Alright. So we got only one repair kit left, and within 1 minute 23 seconds. I don't think I can easily get sunk in this case, so it's not too bad. And oh, he's gonna get torpedo hit, and he's gonna get KS. I'm guaranteeing you on that one. Yep, definitely with the Citadel hit as well. So okay, and now I can then focus on the Amafi. I think I can take down the Amafi within a short amount of time. Nope, probably not. So I'm gonna go ahead and refocus on the Vladdy, so that because he's like an easy target at the moment. And then I can probably... okay, yep, okay. I can definitely just go ahead and focus on the Vladdy at the moment. And he should get some hits. Okay. And then we'll just quickly repair, given that we only have 20 seconds left. And we should get... Okay, we got one more hit, so... Okay, now he's really far back. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to at least get some shots onto him. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're gonna miss at least a couple shots. But it's not too bad. We still won. That's the good part. And the UI right now, the UI graphics for the classic seems to be quite alright, to be honest. So now you have two options. You can choose the modern one or the classic. So that's for you to choose for. And now we can then head over to, last but not least, NA. That's my home base area, so to speak. So I hope you are enjoying this so far. This is like the most in-depth it's gonna get, as you can see here. And we're just playing battles after battles, as well as just so that you can get a better sense of what you're going to be anticipating when you're playing the World Warship Blitz with the new update 4.5. And I think for this special occasion, we'll go ahead and dedicate this to the Richelieu, or Richelieu, so to speak. And I think we will do well on it. And let me just make sure that the missions has already been... I already have the missions under control. And then we're on our way. So this will be our final match, the Richelieu match, in the N8 server. So it's pretty interesting. So far so good. Everything has gone smoothly, and I hope that Wargaming will continue to improve the game itself and continue to take back the inputs, and hopefully they can then apply it so that they can diversify the community, or also edify the community itself, so that it'll become a lot more larger, so to speak. Okay, this one does not count. I would say this one does not count. This is an AI match. It's all AI match, and basically, to be honest, what I can do right now is that I can just literally just dive through all the AIs, and we'll just see how long we survive in this AI match, and then we'll just see if we can play with another ship. But oh well, let's see how far it goes with this one. All right. Yep. So this is the capture the point map, or capture the base map, I suppose, so to speak. Let's see. Yeah, basically, as you can see, you hold the area A to get 4 points every 3 seconds instead. And 90 points is when you shoot down the aircraft carrier, 80 points is when you shoot down the battleship, and 70 points when you shoot down the cruiser, and 60 points for the DD. In this case, I really don't care too much about this game, or this match in particular, so I'm just gonna quickly just use this as my practice round for aiming, so to speak. And let's see, 16.56 kilometers, and we should be able to then end it in just a bit. Just quickly steer, and then it has this like 180 effect. Basically, it just like turns 180 on you. And let's see. Oh, I thought I was gonna end him. Oh, I'm gonna get KS. Ha! I am gonna get KS. Oh well. Okay. The Amagi, from what I've heard so far, was that basically they have improved their belt armor, so now the Amagi is a bit more tanky than it was before, so to speak. And I'm kind of impressed Oh, we got citadel damage in the middle section. Okay. So now I can just remember to shoot in the middle whenever I'm dealing with the Amagi. So 8.0 kilometers. So maybe just readjust it. Yep. So you see, like, the shots always curve around. Oh wow, 3 fires by the AI. That's pretty impressive. Okay, right now I'm just gonna quickly focus on the Kagero. Oh wow, I even missed all the secondary shots. That's interesting. Then AI is gonna shoot some torps. Maybe not. Okay. Okay. Oh, he's gonna launch torps at a different place. That's interesting. And I'm gonna go ahead and fire at the ranger. And we're just gonna go ahead and also use secondary guns to also finish him off. And this should be pretty good. Okay. And we should be able to finish him off just a bit. One hit? Yep, okay. And then we'll just focus on the Amagi and the other rest, which should be no issue in particular. And I'll just quickly fix up my speed a bit, and I should be able to then get a couple shots into the Amagi if he doesn't turn. Oh, there's 2 Amagis, I just realized. Okay. So we got 2 minutes left, so we try to finish this off as soon as possible. Oh my goodness, that turn. That slight turn right there. Usually I take some time for it to continue its turn before I fire. What? Are you for real? Okay. Oh my goodness, it's gonna finally turn. Okay. So 1 more second, and I should be able to then end him. Wow, 2 fires? Are you for real? Okay. Okay. Think we should be able to end him soon. What? Are you for real? Okay. So then now we have the Colorado and the DD, Russian DD. So, yeah. Okay, we're almost there. We're actually almost there. Almost. Okay. Thank you all for your patience. I know this is kind of a grind to be honest, but it's alright. Alright, so now what is left is the DD, which I'm trying to find at the moment. And let's see. 10 seconds left, okay. I think he's all the way down there. Yep. Alright, that's the end of it. Okay, we'll do one more Richelieu match, so to speak, and then we'll go ahead and end the recording from there, or end the video for the news update. Let's go ahead and battle on, and we should be clear to go. Interesting. Okay. Oh my goodness, are we dealing? Oh, okay. In most of our matches right now, we're dealing with mostly AIs and actually 2 live players, so to speak. So this is gonna be quite interesting. And oh, actually, there's currently 3 live players, so to speak. The Rune, which is Himmler. Iron Anvil for Essex. Bawab for North Carolina. And Essex for the One True Blake. Me as the Richelieu. And Hunter as the Maya. That's gonna be interesting. See how well we can get this. Probably get some shots in. Okay, we at least got half of the shots. At least half of the salvo, actually. Iowa, which is the AI, is actually just charging forward. And we'll just give him some shots in. And we'll just go ahead and quickly do a hard turn. Just so that we can then try to take down the North Carolina. Oh man, the torps. Okay, wow, okay. Okay. Let me see if I can get some shots. What? Oh my goodness, I'm turning away from it. Okay, that's why. Okay, we'll quickly readjust the angle of it. That should... Ooh, okay, that's a pretty good damage. Okay, we'll just quickly reverse a bit. I don't like doing it broadside, but, you know, in this case, since I got the island as my cover right here, I can then use that to my advantage. Oh, we're almost there. Almost there. Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna try to reverse in this direction. Should get the Himmler soon. Oh, one more salvo. That's all I need. And then I just need to adjust the angle for it. Okay, we should take down the... Yep, we should take down the Rune. Now I have the Iowa, which is the AI to deal with. Okay. What in the world? Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to reposition the guns. Oh my goodness, what is with this meta? What? He just like dodged like all full salvo on me after that turn. See that crazy turn it does? Man, all of these dumb turns. Come on. At least some shots in. What? Nani? Okay. Now we're kind of reliant on the rest of the ships, which I don't really know. Let's see how well Hunter and one troop blade can deal with this situation. So two BBs and an aircraft carrier versus an aircraft carrier with a BB and a cruiser. And we're off by 10 points. North Carolina full health, Iowa in half health, and yeah, let's see. 1 minute and 54 seconds left. Maya is in pretty low health at the moment, and it seems that the enemy aircraft carrier is actually trying to dive bomb the Maya, and Maya is suffering from 3 burns, which 3 fires that can take him down. So now all is left is the aircraft carrier and the BB, which the BB is an AI, which technically means a loss to us. Yep. So now the Iowa is now AI Iowa is dealing with the AI North Carolina, and it seems that our aircraft carrier is gonna go ahead and try to take down the North Carolina within 1 minute, or the Iowa, I meant. And the North Carolina isn't gonna make it, so giving the enemy team an additional bonus of 80 points. And it's not really much the aircraft carrier can do at this moment, so that is a GG, to be honest. So it was an alright game, to be honest. I think what I shouldn't have done was head straight into a situation where I'm 1v3 or a 1v3 sort of situation. But other than that, I think we still did an alright job, so to speak. So, yeah. But nevertheless, I hope you found this tutorial or this in-depth guide for our current new update 4.5 quite helpful. So please leave a like and subscribe if you do find it helpful or you found this quite interesting. And I look forward to seeing you all on the next game stream or also the next short video clips, which I hope you've all found it funny to a certain extent. And I wish you all a blessed day. Peace.